Hello, a makeup talk today about new releases. So let's start with the big elephant in the room here, the Chantecaille summer collection. And I hope we won't be cheated again like it happened last year. It depends on the bronzer. So the summer collection this year is called Sunstone. In this collection there are lip sheer lipsticks that are moisturizing lipsticks with a glossy finish. I have to say I like all of these, but it's just 1 gram of product for $36. If money was not a problem for me, I think I would have picked all the shades because they are all very nice. But I already purchased 2 balms this year and it's more than enough. I can totally save this amount of money. It's a no, but Chantecaille lip products are nice. And I like the fact that this time they have different colors for the external tube, so you can recognize easily which is which. Then there are the blushes called Sunstone Radiant Blush. You may notice that the embossing here, these are baked gelée products. The embossing is exactly the same as the bronzer that was released 2 years ago. So in the summer 2022 Sunbeam collection, there are 2 different colors. Energy, a peach shimmer, and Confidence, a rose shimmer. I like Confidence a lot, but the price is so steep for such a small pan. So I can confess I'm intrigued by these baked gelée products. Both the blushes are baked gelée as well as the bronzer. I have these ones from Bobbi Brown. These are face palettes that have highlighter, blush, and bronzer. There's this one and there's this one. To be honest, I think that the holiday season is the best season to buy this kind of beautiful packaging with high quality content. These are baked gelée formulas, and these are shades that are better for me. I particularly like this one. I think you can still find it. It's the darkest palette. It's called Luxe Chicken Highlight Palette. This is my favorite with the best bronzer. That is a bit reddish, while this one has my favorite blush, that is this pink one. So I have a pink baked gelée blush, and I don't need more. I'm perfectly fine with my collection by Bobbi Brown. And the bronzer, I have this one that should be more similar to the Goa bronzer. It is the more reddish one by Chantecaille. The bronzer in the new Chantecaille Summer 2024 collection is the star of the show of the collection. It has a baked gelée formula. It's called Sunstone Real Bronze, and I hope they do not cheat and it's truly a different shade compared to Sirena. The shade is called Sunstone. It's described as a shimmery golden bronze, and Sirena has also a golden hue. So I don't know, I'm confused. It seems identical to Sirena, so the only way to know it is to buy it and to compare it with Sirena. There are so many beauty influencers with a lot of money to spend on these products. I will leave them this opportunity to buy this and to see the difference. I'm intrigued, especially if it is more on the neutral side and if it's not orange, but I need to see real swatches. I mean, I'm pretty sure the texture is amazing. I mean, it's baked gelée, so it's my favorite texture for colored makeup, for both eyeshadows and face powders. It's $82. Honestly, I can justify more, $82 for this. At least here you get 11 grams rather than $75 for 4.5 grams of the blushes. So if I have to pick one product from the Chantecaille collection, it would be this bronzer, Sunstone Real Bronze. But I'm still disappointed from their behavior last year when they had this Cosmos collection Last year it seemed that the bronzer was a new shade, and then people bought it, they received it, and it was Sirena. That is their permanent shade. So people expected a new shade, they bought it, but Chantecaille was not transparent about the fact that it was just the same bronzer, Sirena, in just a limited edition packaging. And I hope it's not the case this time as well with the new 2024 summer collection. If you see those edited, filtered pictures, and you put those pictures side by side, these two bronzers, I mean the bronzer from Cosmos, this Cosmos collection last year, and the new Sunstone look identical, so I truly don't know. If I want to pick my favorite bronzer for every season, well, it's the Hourglass and it's the Ambient lighting powder in dim light. This is a finishing powder, but on my skin is the perfect bronzer for all seasons. Besides the summer season where either I'm naturally bronzed, because I go to the beach, I enjoy the sun with sun protection, of course. But if I want to fake add a bit of more color, then I will use a Baked Gelée formula with a reddish color. So yeah, these are my two favorites in both color and texture, and I don't need an overpriced Chantecaille. A bronzer that instead, for me, is worth considering if you are in the market for bronzers, and I'm not. But if you are in the market for bronzers, one that is most interesting is the Inglot. Inglot has released baked bronzers. They are not baked gelée, there should be only baked products, but they are so lightweight and there's a combination of undertones that can fit everybody. So I think it's a smart move from Inglot. And they also have blushes in the same baked formula. So I'm intrigued. I may go to a counter and try to swatch them in person. I'm intrigued, although I have so much in my collection that I don't need to add more blushes or more bronzers. It's opposite. I need to reduce the amount of bronzers that I have. And if you're in Europe, I encourage you to have a look at my Vinted link that is in my description box, because there I put periodically things that I would like to declutter from my collection that are either new or just lightly swatched. I will pass on the Inglot bronzers, but I think that are the most interesting new release in the latest weeks. Although I still think that the best bronzers of the season are the ones by Yves Saint Laurent. I'm in the market more for a contour powder, and I would like a contour powder with the new textures, lightweight like the Inglot one or like the YSL one, or even in the Baked Gelée. But apparently gray powders are a bit out of fashion, are not on trend right now, so we won't see them. The new Armani blushes. There are liquid blushes by Giorgio Armani that are interesting. I like this gel form. They are perfect for summer, but I own the Daniel Sandler one, my liquid blush by Daniel Sandler, and I will stick to that until it expires, because I don't think I will be able to finish it before it expires. So no need to buy multiple things when I have my stash full of the same product. Suqqu is going to release this Japanese summer collection, and I may or may not pick the Cool Tone palette. I don't know yet. Bobbi Brown has a new collection, but the eyeshadows there are not Baked Gelée, are just standard powders, so I'm not interested. And Hourglass has two new palettes that have been around for a week or so on YouTube, and yeah, it's always the same thing. I made my custom palette with ambient lighting powders. That custom palette is perfection for me. I don't need other powders by Hourglass. I think I will declutter this soon. I will rearrange the pans, declutter this, and then finish that palette before buying other Hourglass. Also for Hourglass, I think that the best time of the year to buy Hourglass is not now, but is around the holiday season, so winter. So we're waiting for that. And if you want to see this Hourglass bronzer in action, there's my full face of unique texture already up on YouTube. It's my last video. So see you there. Bye.